Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everyone? We're going to get started in just a minute here. What's happening? It's great news this morning for sure. A couple bombs, right? A couple different bombs, which is awesome. Let's see. Do we just get right into it, I guess? First thing in the morning? Look at that. Jesus. We'll definitely get into this. We'll get into this right here. We're going to get into a lot of stuff this morning. Did everyone catch the AMA last night? So they're up to speed. Let's see. Let's just open up a new one. Shibnobi is going to be on fire. Drop a comment down below if you think Shibnobi is going to be on fire this month. And I'm not being moon boyish. I really think it's going to be freaking awesome. Yeah, this is legit. I mean, this is it. Let's see. Let me play some here.
I'm at the very end stages. Can you do the testing yourself? And Cliff goes,
just look at that.
Let's record this. Let's get it out there. So this is the
That's
video.
Teddy Ganja.
You guys are on the AMA. This is happening. We are testing this live. This hasn't been edited or anything. This is one take. So Cliff, take it away. We are now looking at Dojo Swap through your eyes.
Yeah, so as you can see here on the screen, we've got Dojo Swap, and as you see, there's a new skin from what you've seen before. We've added our light mode has now got this.
That honestly is way cool. I love the dojo, the actual dojo itself on the sides there. That just looks super clean and crisp. I love the way that that Dojo Swap works, right? So it looks like it's done. They were saying it's pretty much done last night. Listen, before we get started, smash that like button. But listen, they said it was done pretty much last night. They were just waiting on when 10x. Yeah, we're definitely about to. Oh, okay, we're definitely about to hit that. And I think a 10x is definitely feasible. And I'm not being a moon boyish. I mean, if you look at where a 10x would put us, and literally it's only going to be at the 7 right here, right? That's the 10x. And I think that's going to be, I said last night that I think we're going to get to the 5, 6, 7 mark, possibly right here in March. And I really think, and that's literally just, it's less than a 10x now because we're at a 7.3, right? So it's less than a 10x. If we can get to an 8x or a 9x this month with the 3 exchanges, Dojo Swap launching, right? I really think we can get there. I really do. And it's not trying to be moon boyish or anything. I honestly think we can get there. But let's talk about real quick Dojo Swap. I mean, Dojo Swap personally is that just the way it's laid out. Just, I mean, that looks visually, that looks super appealing. On the side, you're going to have all your tabs right here, your settings, and then wait until they finally put in phase or version 2, they're going to put the coin market cap charts, a bunch of stuff that a bunch of charts that you can get on the internet all in one app, right? So you don't have to go to coin market cap to see the charts or anything like that. It's all going to be housed right here. And they said last night that they're just waiting on a couple of exchanges to go through their final steps of the KYC CertiK audit before they release who those are. And he said probably today they're going to announce a couple of those today regarding who's going to be on there. I think he said around 5 that he's probably going to announce today, and then more will come in the next day or two of which coins are going to be on Dojo Swap. So this is honestly, this is huge because we're going to find out today, hopefully, what a couple of those projects are. And those communities that don't really know about Shibnobi, they're going to be brought into our community. And we're just going to honestly, it's a cool thing because then the communities will come together. And that's what I'm pumped up about. 100x by the end of the year. So when we talk about the 100x part, that's so obviously 10x. So this is the 100x, right? I think by the end of the year, realistically, we can hit into this number. Now, whether this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think this is going to become like man, it'll be like on the lower end. I mean, this one's going to be super tough, right? I don't unless we do like a burn mechanism in place with the app, with the buys and sells, and if Cliff and the dev team put in place a mechanism as far as all the coins that come on board have to own Shinja, or Shinja is the trading pair, and then there's a burning mechanism. This one's going to be super, super tough. But I see us obviously killing this one and getting to a 5, 6, 7 this month. And then hopefully getting to like maybe a 2, 3-ish by the end of the year when the wallet launches, when the blockchain launches. But that also includes big exchanges, right? You have to have those big exchanges. God sent Shinja dead dojo swap is a simple swap that any token can have on the page. This is so funny. Is Shinja is a scam? Yeah. I don't think so at all. I mean, you're obviously entitled to your opinion for sure. But listen, there's a reason why people are going to be jumping into this, and a lot of people jumped and took their profits from Terra last night and dumped it into this. But obviously, it is what it is. I am 100% with this project and what they're doing. They had to use SHIB to get themselves out there. Nah. Also, the pre-sale wallets will sell before, or what is your thoughts on that? Richards, I know that they are limited to sell in I think it was June or July. Now, obviously, some of them sold, right? The bad apples is what Cliff said, but they put some stuff in place. Now, however, we'll see if that stuff that's in place actually works this time. But he said the pre-sellers agree that they won't sell until June. So June's going to be a very interesting month, right? Like you have the wallet coming out, and if the pre-sellers start unloading at that point, that could definitely have that could be an issue. You know what I mean? Who is buying this coin? Please tell me they used Shiba mascot to get all that. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, good morning to you, right? Yeah, I mean, obviously you can say what you want. I mean, that's cool. Shinobi now a C Corp. So that, yeah, I mean, oh, okay. Yeah. So obviously some people that come in here and talk crap, right, about scam coins, they're an actual corporation. They're doing stuff the right way. So some people just aren't educated, right? Like everything's a scam coin, right? But they're actually an incorporated company. So there's no way in hell they can be a scam coin, because now they can actually get sued by people, by their investors, if they pull shady stuff. Like they're held to such a higher standard, but some people are just not educated on that, right? They come into these live streams and they fire away with, this is a scam, this is a copy, this is that. This is a legit incorporated company, right? In the US. So they're going to be regulated. They're going to go by the SEC rules. There's a lot more to them. So it's, just people just are not educated. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to, which is cool. Let's see. Can we block this guy? Yeah, I'll throw it out right now. There you go. You have spoken. You have spoken. I have answered it. There you go. Joe, he out. He's gone. But some people are just not educated, or they're pissed off that they missed the run, right? Like the people say Shinobi is a scam coin, scam project. They're an incorporated company in the US. Like they have a lawyer team. Like they're a legit company, and people just don't understand that. So the chances of them being a scam, a rug pull, it's not. It's not. Now, whether they're a successful project and company or not, that's a different story. But as far as a scam token and this that's not part of it, right? That's the inaccurate statement. Now, whether, like I said before, if they're successful or not, that's a different story. That all depends on the exchanges we get on, the products they put out, and the community, right? People need to look at how top loaded Terra is. Almost the same market cap with almost 1/10 of the holders. People worried about whales need to think about those numbers. Yep. All right, Richard's Crypto. I love Shinja on paper, but the pre-sale wallets funded the project, so it's questionable how they control mega whales to sell. Yep, I agree 100%. Those whales scare the hell out of me, to be honest with you. They really scare the hell out of me. That this way, I mean, I think it's in June is when the pre-sellers can sell. So, I mean, take some profits along the way just to make sure you're okay in case they come in and dump, right? So how does that make it a scam? Oh, that's probably, I thought I kicked that guy out. Didn't I kick that guy out? I thought I kicked him out. Did he come back in? An error occurred. Yeah, so I already kicked, okay, I kicked him out. Love this chat. Oh, okay, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. I try to bring somewhat honest opinions here. How big is your bag of Terra? So I've been selling Terra. It's very, 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 very small. I'll be honest with you. I live off of my full-time job is crypto. So I'm pretty much out of Terra right now. Will I be getting back in? Yes, I'm waiting for, I'm actually waiting for this exact scenario right now, is when it had its first real major dip, right? I mean, this was their first major dip. Then it was going right back up, right? And then now, it's people are taking profits, right? So this is where I'm going to re-enter sometime today. Obviously, when the stream is done and I'm done, doing a couple things, I'm going to re-enter today. But my whole bag of Terra is 90. I say 90% gone because it's kind of like a dust wallet right now, because it has really no value. It's very small. But I took profits, right? I got in on the first day. I got in when it was 8.8. So I got in on the 8.8 right here where that 3.0 is. Mine was 8.8. So I made some good money on Terra, and I just sold because I take profits. I missed this whole run. I didn't get profit on any of this run because I sold before, right? But I'm getting back in now at this entry point. But a lot of people took profits out of Terra and jumped into Shibnobi last night after the news with Dojo Swap. That's a fact. That's 100% fact. Great team, and I've been on board with Shinja for a while. Yeah, 100%. They are a fantastic team. They just care about the little guy and the investor, right? They really care. Haters will always hate. Why can't we all get along? This space is big enough for all of us and some. Yep. And that's really the unfortunate thing, right? Everyone fights because a project at the time might be doing a little bit better than another project, right? So like, I'm not going to pin the two against each other, right? But there's another project out there that's struggling, right? And a lot of them are pissed off. So when you see a Dojo Swap come out with their live demo of what their product looks like, and obviously I hope it comes out flawlessly, right? I hope it works. I hope there's no issues. But I think it will be because it's web-based, right? So it's a lot easier to develop that. And then they'll get on the actual apps later on, which I thought was super smart. But you get a lot of hate. Instead of hating on projects, just put money in them too. Diversify your portfolio. I have Saitama. I had Terra. I had other projects that are doing somewhat similar things, right? You have to diversify. I heard the same about Terra. So that is a little worrisome. Are you talking about the founders having so much of the money and control of the coins, Mike? Hit that like button, Eddie. Let's go. Hit that like button. Come on. Brilliant channel, very educated when it comes to crypto. Oh, Colin, hey, listen, I definitely appreciate it. Obviously, these live streams are somewhat new to me, but we're trying to knock it out of the park. Definitely having fun. We have a lot of educated people that come on and comment, which I love. And yeah, this channel, Hopefully it's going to do well. I love the people that watch it. To be honest with you, you guys make the channel what it is. I agree, a great channel, and I'm grateful for your news. Oh, I definitely appreciate it. And I'm just going to bust through some of these comments real quick, and then we're going to go into the news of last night with Shinobi for sure. Thoughts on Shinja being an incorporation? Yep. Shouldn't crypto be completely decentralized, or does it depend on it depends on projects, to be honest with you. It really depends on the projects. I love the fact that they're incorporated, because when you get an incorporated company, that puts you in a whole new ball game as far as what investors come into this project. So now, think about like big hedge funds, or think about big hedge fund companies that invest into projects. Are they going to invest in a company that's not really incorporated, or an LLC, and it's just like a coin project that can go away? Or would they rather put their people's money into an actual incorporated company that's regulated by the government, the SEC, or just follows those rules, right? So being an incorporated company, to me personally, puts us out there for way bigger corporation investors, like company money. And to me, that's what separates the average everyday investing company to a major corporation that invests in an actual company. That's the difference to me of being an actual incorporation. Listen, I definitely appreciate it, James. Joe, do you think exchanges will make changes to company tokens with larger supplies, or do you think burns will need to occur? So listen, I personally think, I think you said at Joe, but I personally think the exchanges are going to adapt, because there's too many really good projects in this space now that have so many zeros. So I think it's kind of like the Blockbuster thing, where Blockbuster didn't change the way they did business, so now they're out of business. You're going to get the Binances, the KuCoins, all these companies. And I think KuCoin already did a post a little bit ago that they were changing the way that their system was to now incorporate more zeros. But these exchanges are going to have to adapt if they want to survive, and if they want all of this business. I wouldn't worry about Terra if you knew how much money they had. Dev and Saitama. Yep. Still held through it all when you wouldn't order. Yeah. So listen, that guy, I think it's Dr. Naveen, I'm pretty sure, right? So he did hold. Holy crap. He had like up to 70 million or 77 million at one point. It dropped down to 7. He did not sell, right? The time he did sell was when he said that the project wasn't going as long as the project wasn't doing as well as he thought it would be doing. So that's when he took half of it out and went through this whole Terra deal. But he still holds half of his bag of Saitama, right? Which they put him on blast. They put his accounts out there. And so, I mean, dirty crap what they did to put him on blast. He never should have been on blast. But I'm glad he made that move, because it just showed you a huge whale with that much money didn't believe in that project. He started his own thing with a bunch of other people, and look how successful they are, right? Like, I mean, Kent, what's happening? Good morning, man. What's happening? Yeah, so let's see. So obviously the big news, right, with Shinobi is that they had that live demo last night, and it looked freaking awesome. I mean, I love the dojo background. I love what it's going to do. Cliff said he's going to release today some of the tokens that are going to be on Dojo Swap. So that's going to be huge. He dropped a bomb on a surprise exchange. We weren't expecting this one, BKEX. And they're actually a pretty big company. They do volume. They do their last 24 hours, they did $1.3 billion in trading volume. That's pretty big. Because if you look at some other exchanges, I mean, Huboy Global did 1.7, BitTrue 2. One of my favorites is Crypto.com, right? I mean, I love that exchange. But I mean, they were right around that mark. There, I mean, 1.3 million. They did more volume in a 24-hour period than Kraken. That's a big exchange. They did more than LBank, more than Gate.io, and Gate.io does a lot of volume, right? So a lot of these, it's a big it's not a top tier exchange, obviously, but it's a decent exchange. So if we get this, and if we do get a Gate.io in the next week or so, which I think they're working on, and then the March 21st got pushed back to March 25th. So it went from a Monday launching to a Friday launching. If that is KuCoin, and we get the the BKEX, Gate.io, and KuCoin, that is when this thing in the month of March is going to go a little freaking crazy. Because remember, there's still a lot of people that took profits out of Terra that are holding that money right now and deciding what to do. A lot of people have that money out there, and what other project is doing 3 exchanges in March? Dojo Swap launching their utility and having a bunch of projects come into their app. There's not many of other projects like that are going to start getting a lot of attention. Both Terra and Cheer don't have their contracts renounced. Yep, both have pre-sale wallets. Apart from their time in the space, what sets these projects apart? In your thoughts? They're a lot alike, to be honest with you. They're very similar, and that's just the fact. I mean, they both have somewhat of the same utilities coming out. So honestly, they're both very, very similar. What's going to separate them is, I think, just the communities. Because as far as utilities go, they are both coming out with somewhat the same utilities. And you're going to get a lot of companies like that. Now, Terra is not an incorporated company, right? I don't think. Not yet, anyways. Correct me if I'm wrong. Drop a comment down below. If you think, I don't think Terra is an incorporated company or an LLC or anything like that. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big separation. I don't think they are, but they might be. They might be. I know they have offices in the US. I think they're doing one in Dubai as well, and India. But honestly, they're a lot of this a similar product, to be honest with you. So it's really hard to differentiate. But a lot of it's going to be the community and who backs them and the connections that they're going to make, right? It all depends on that kind of stuff. BKX Global was Vaultino's first exchange listing. Yeah, Vault is a beast of a company. And BKEX, it's a no joke exchange. It really is. Let's see. What do you think if once Terra was listed on Bitmart? So that's this morning did it already happen? Was it 9 a.m.? Was it 9 a.m. Eastern? Does anyone know? Let's look it up. Bitmart. I didn't pass it, right? There it is. Okay. 10 a.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. 10 a.m. Eastern. So 8 o'clock. I mean, that's coming up in the next 37 minutes. 37 minutes. So what is it doing right now? I mean, if we can get into the 8s or 9s, before these exchanges, I think we're really going to do some damage with Shibnobi. Let's just see a couple of these buys. All right, let's jump into let's see where Terra is at real quick. I do want to see also where Saitama is at because of this Shinja stuff, the Shinja news. All right, so see, look, it's even dropping more. So this is what happens, right? It's buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal, right? Where Bitmart, a lot of people, that one was going to be super hard to break. A lot of people take profits because mentally, a lot of people and newer investors, they wait till that 0 is burned and then they sell on the 1. For some reason, mentally, that's what people do. The seasoned investors know that. So they will sell before it breaks that 1. That's absolutely everyone I talk to that trades for a living. That's what they do. They say, look, I'm going to sell between the 9.4, 9.5, because I know a lot of the newer investors will sell as soon as that 0 is broken. They're going to sell off, right? So I'm going to get it before then, and then hopefully, buy back in with that dip. So that's what a lot of people do. No, it's not Terra. No, it's not. Terra is not incorporated yet. Yeah, so I mean that's a big deal. Big deal. Brian, what's happening? One of the crypto squad members in the house. Good morning. Let's go. I hope you saw the good news last night, my friend. Good stuff happening on Shibnobi. Trust me, it's coming. It is coming for sure, Brian. Terra will be on an exchange. Let's see. They will complement each other well. No competitors. Yeah. So I think they'll help each other out, even though they're going to have somewhat the same utilities. I think both communities will just come together and we'll buy each other's tokens, right? Like there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are diversified. I bought into Terra. I bought Shibnobi. I had Saitama. I still have a little bit of Saitama, but I have all these other coins. And listen, if one goes up, that's great. Now I'll take some profits of that one. And then if this other one goes up, I'll take some profits. Like you got to be diversified. If you're hammered just on one specific project, just one, then it makes your life a little bit tough, right? So being diversified, like a lot of people took profits out of Terra, even though they still have mega bags of Terra, and they put it into Shibnobi last night. So they're just diversifying. So listen, if multiple projects win, which multiple projects in this space will win, then it's a win-win, right? It's a win-win. Brian, yes, definitely, man. Good morning. Yeah, I hope you saw that news last night, Brian, with all that stuff. If not, I just did a video on a swap and did it this morning before this video. It's coming out in the next couple of days. They're going to announce a couple of the projects that are on Dojo Swap. Cliff says he's going to announce that today. There was a super surprise listing in BKEX, which is actually a pretty decent size exchange, doing $1.3 billion on the 24-hour. It's Eastern time. So 8 o'clock then, 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Is that correct? 8 o'clock. So it's about in 30 minutes is when it actually gets listed on Bitmart, right, for Terra. If that's what it's a 2-hour difference, I think, right? Let's see. Vault was listed on LBank before Shinja, and Shinja questioned LBank because of that. In my opinion, all these projects are awesome, but Vault Inu will be better than any other project in 2022, in my opinion. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I know a little bit about Vault, not a whole bunch about Vault, but I know it's a very good project and the community is awesome. LBank. The reason LBank is, I mean, LBank's a good exchange, but it lists a lot of tokens that have rug pulled, right? So that's why a lot of people are questionable on LBank, even though it's a good exchange. They do list a lot of coins that are rug pulled because there's not a lot of verification that goes into listing on LBank. You pretty much just pay a fee and you're on LBank, right? There's no real security checks that they look into you. They don't do any of that. Do you think once Terra gets this new listing, it will skyrocket like Shinja did once it got listed? As far as Bitmart today, Cash, is that what you're talking about? If once this Bitmart listing goes live, I think there might be another little pump. I think honestly, people, I mean, this was a cap. I mean, this, you have to admit, show me any other coin that since it started, what, 2.5 weeks ago? When did it start? February. It was early February, I believe, right? Or February 21st or something like that. When did this coin actually come out? I think it was like February 21st. Yeah, here we go. February 21st. So you're talking what, 18-ish days, right? Has any other coin did this in 18 days where there really wasn't a lot? This was not a huge sell-off. And even if you think it was a big sell-off, it was eaten up in the next day or two. This was not a big sell-off, eaten up in the next day. This is their first real big sell-off, and I'm curious to see what happens. Does it once Bitmart gets listed, does it skyrocket or do we consolidate? I personally think, and obviously I'm not a financial advisor, but yesterday morning on the stream, I said, look, by tonight or tomorrow morning, I can see that Terra is going to drop. Now, how much is it going to drop? I have no idea. But I did say yesterday, Terra is going to drop. And it for sure, I mean, it dropped. How far will it go down? I have no idea. Maybe it'll just consolidate for a couple days right here, which is 100% healthy. This thing is still super, super high. I mean, you're talking a 7.2 still after 18 or what was it? Yeah, 16 days or 18 days of just nonstop running up, right? That's very, very healthy. That some people take profits, get out of the way. Every other investor moves up on the rankings, right? Or moves up as far as their value goes within the company. That's what you need. 100%. I'll buy Terra if the communities come together. That's how the space should be. Support. Let's freaking go, team. 100%. And I honestly think that if Terra is going to be listed on Dojo Swap or Vault, I mean, that is massive for Dojo Swap. For those communities coming together, that would be freaking amazing. I'm super excited about who those companies are, to be honest with you. Got a few questions. I hear this from another channel. Save my ass. This may take a couple chats. So got a random coin pop up. Good kitty. I know it's a scam, but how do I get it removed? Oh, okay. Oof. So a random coin popped up in your wallet. Good kitty. Is that what you're saying? So that's a tough one. Because I've heard a couple different things. This never happened to me yet. I was told if you leave it alone, don't touch it, you're okay. But don't quote me on this. Get some advice from a bunch of people. The last thing you want to do is click on it. Don't click on it. I heard if you just leave it alone and don't touch it, you're okay. But I've also heard those kind of coins pick up on if you try to sell it for cash, then it can deplete your whole account. So I would just don't click on it. If you're able to, like, say you have Meta, I don't know what wallet you have, but if you have, like, if you can create another wallet and send your coins to that new wallet and just leave that coin out, shut that freaking crap down and start all over with this new wallet that you sent over. That's what I would do personally. But honestly, I wouldn't touch it, click it. I wouldn't do anything. I would just slowly move over. If anyone in the chat knows exactly what to do in this situation, please jump in on the comments and help out, Mr. Crypto, for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would do, to be honest with you. Satan Obi, have you looked into that one yet? Brian, I haven't. I am creating a list, and I'll look into that one as well. And I'm going to see if I can do a video on that one. So Satan Obi. Yep, I got my little list here. Baba Tama is one of them I have to get done first. But I'm definitely going to look at that. I have not heard of that one yet, but I'll take a look at that one for you, Brian. Please look into B-Rise. BitGert, I heard last night for the first time. It's going parabolic. Yeah, so I have BitGert on my list for sure. Another thing, I guess, it's a Coinbase wallet thing. My Volt made me look like a billionaire. But I heard if you sign out, it will fix the problem. Now my Shinja and Volt have number on the coins, but not money. Yeah, so it's definitely very glitchy. Like, a lot of these wallets are glitchy. And that's the problem with, like, a Coinbase wallet. Even MetaMask is super glitchy sometimes. It says I had $1 billion worth of Shinobi before, and I was like, oh shit, I'll cash out, right? Sweet. But yes, a lot of these things are very, very glitchy. But yeah, I don't. So someone in the chats, if they can try and answer that, what I would do is maybe log out, log back in, or obviously if you have your seed phrase and all that stuff, but maybe uninstall the app and then reinstall. That might work as well. If not, I would try and create a brand new wallet with them and just send your tokens over there, except for that one. And I would not touch that one. Don't open it up, nothing like that. Cashnate, I'm kind of thinking that people have learned to take profits how they should and leave an original money in and are going to be along for the ride and with new listing, new investors all jump in and it spikes. 100%. I think this is the new age of investing that people are starting to understand and figure out. And that's honestly what I preach. A lot of YouTubers still preach hodl strong all day long or whatever. Listen, I don't do that. And most of those YouTubers that say that, they take profits. They're telling you to hold so they can take profits off you holding. I mean, a lot of people do that, right? I always preach take profits. Why not? Take profits, because in cases like this, if you bought in right here, let's just say you bought in right here at the 8.5 and it goes to 9.7. I mean, take a little bit of profits because you know it's coming to a cap. Or let's just say, right, let's just go down here. Let's just go down here. Let's say you bought in on this dip right here. 4.1. 4.1. What's a good spot to take a profit if you bought in on a 4.1? My opinion is an 8.2. 8.2 right here. You 2x, you 100%. If you put in $100, you got $200. So take your initial investment out plus a little bit and then ride the rest. Why not? Right? I mean, it's not going to hurt you, but a lot of people want to put like $100 in and make $1 million because that's what we've been. I mean, honestly, I was like that last year. I was like, I'm going to put $1,000 in. I'm going to be a multimillionaire. It's a wrap, done deal. Let's go. But that's just not the case because these coins, the smart investors, the good investors, they'll take profits and they know when to take profits. Don't try to swap a random coin ever. Yeah, don't even mess with that coin. We're trying to swap a random coin. You'll give permission to the scammer to access your wallet. Yes, that's what I was saying. Don't even touch that coin because as soon as you open it up or swap it or try and sell it, they got access to everything you got and you're going to be wiped out clean. Let's just see. Joe, do you see that random coin, bro? 100%. Oh, yeah. Just ignore it. Okay. Yeah. So just ignore that coin 100% or open up a new wallet and just transfer everything out of that wallet except for that coin. Don't touch that coin. Don't open it. Don't look. Don't do anything with that. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think about Crypto Vault? Kenny. Yes, Kenny. This is a big one for me. I don't. Oh, man. This is a tough one for me. What is it? Coin Vault, right? Coin Vault. There it is. I knew I had it up somewhere. Did it not pull up? It is Coin Vault, right? Let's see. Oh, Crypto Vault. Crypto Vault. Crypto Vault. Yeah, I thought I had it saved. I don't. So I'm going to watch the AMA today. I don't like how the business is modeled. I might invest in it because I know there's going to be a lot of people backing it. So as an investor, I that's kind of what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to hold it for a super long time. The reasons why I don't like their model, and people can hate on me or whatever they want, that's fine. Just because if I buy a coin, let's say I have Shibnobi, and I want to lock Shibnobi away for 5 years. In this Crypto Vault, I do get reflections. I believe because they create my own wallet and they do all that, right? So I'll get reflections, which I'm going to confirm today in the AMA if you do get reflections. But I think we do get reflections, which 5 years of reflections, that's great, awesome. But I miss out on all of the staking as well. So if I'm going to lock something away for 5 years, let's just do 3 years since 5 years is freaking crazy. If I'm going to lock something away for 3 years and I'm just going to get reflections, whereas I can stake something for 3 years, get reflections, and get my staking percentage as well. To me, the staking percentage and the reflections is way more valuable than locking it in just for reflections for 3 years. And what happens if a year and a half down the road, Shibnobi, let's just say, eats 3 zeros or 4 zeros in the Crypto Vault, I can't touch that coin to take profits. And then what happens after that? If now we become in a bear market where everything tanks, and then my certificate, it matures, right? I get my coins back, but now the market tanked, right? Like I'm screwed. Whereas if I'm getting reflections and I'm getting staking over here, right? and it goes freaking crazy in a year and a half, well, I can just pull it out of staking, sell what I want to sell, make a bunch of money. So then I can, invest more, diversify, whatever, and then put the rest back in staking. Like I have that option to do that. That's, for me, that's way more beneficial on this end than just locking it up in a vault. And here's also the other thing. What happens if Crypto Vault goes out of business? Now, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not doing what happens if they go out of business? Does everyone then just automatically get their wallets sent to them and they have 100% access to them? Like, so these are my questions. And that's why I don't really like that model, because crypto is so volatile, right? I can see doing this with stocks, right? Stocks 100%, because it's not freaking crazy. But listen, if you lock up a Dojo swap or something, or Shinobi, and they're releasing all these utilities and everything's going good, that crypto is going to go skyrocketing. And I want to take advantage of that, because I know that there's going to be a bear market sometime where all these coins tank and everything's just trading sideways forever. But I want to take advantage of that spike, and I want to have my coins and be able to do that. I hope that makes sense. Can you do that with the Coinbase wallet? Are you talking about just opening up another wallet? So that's what I can in MetaMask. I can just open up another wallet, switch all my stuff over there, and then just close out of that wallet. I don't know if you can do that with Coinbase wallet, but I would definitely try to do that for sure. I would definitely, Mr. Crypto, I would definitely try and create a whole new wallet and just send your stuff over there and just leave that one alone. Don't touch it. Don't do anything to it. That's what I would try and do. Because the last thing you want to do is accidentally, when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and everyone checks their phone with their squinty eyes and checking balances. The last thing you want to do, Mr. Crypto, is hit that good kitty one and open it up for you know what I mean? That's the last thing you want to do. I do that every morning, right? I wake up at 1 o'clock. For some reason, my phone's always on too damn bright. And I blind myself. My eyes are all jacked up and I just start clicking stuff, right? So I'm guilty of that as well, but I would definitely try to open up a new wallet. I would say it depends on how much you invested. Sometimes it's not worth it with the gas fees. Yep, 100%. 100%. All depends on the gas fees at the time, because you don't want to put $150 into something, have it go up to 300 or 400, right? And then try and pull out, and the gas fees are $150. Like, you lost $300 in that trend. Like, you're losing money at that point. So yeah, you do have to be you have to be worrisome of the gas fees at the time as well. Terra's still looking strong. Hell yeah, this thing is looking super strong. Even though it consolidated, but real quick, I know I'm like scatterbrained. Did that help you out on Crypto Vault? What are your thoughts on Crypto Vault? Is what I made sense even a valuable statement of what I think? Like, I don't know. I could be totally wrong, right? But what do you guys think on Crypto Vault? And if what I said made sense at all? But yeah, Terra's, it's still at a 7 too. Could this thing go down to a 6 or a 5? I don't know. But this thing had such an amazing run. It really sucks if you bought in right at that top, right? And then now you got it's a waiting game right now, right? But this project, the backing, the people that are involved in this project, it's going to be a success. You need this. And coins and crypto, you need this sell-off. It is healthy, right? And hopefully it just consolidates and goes sideways and then skyrockets back up. But this is honestly one of the hottest cryptos the last 16 days, 18 days. Let's see. Good morning. What's happening, Angel? Good morning. What's going on? I think I'm behind a little bit on these comments. Shinjiro just jumped 300. Yeah, I know. I covered this one and I didn't like it at first. For me, it had like at the time 59 followers for Twitter. Telegram had like 200. I didn't think there was going to be a big push, right? So with this one, I did not like it at first. So my video where I said I'm not investing, probably the comments in there are saying this didn't age well or something like that, right? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Good night, fam. Much love from Australia. Joe, what's happening from Australia? Thank you for tuning in, my friend, and definitely good night. I appreciate you from Australia. Tara's in a dip buy. I would, yes, secure the bag. Here, this is what people were waiting for. If I've heard all the time, I'm waiting for the dip. I'm waiting for the dip. This is it. This is your dip for Tara. If you're waiting for your dip, congratulations, you made it. Here is your dip. There you go. Not financial advice. However, this is what you were waiting for. Tara, on Bitmore, it means a lot less gas fees. Yep, 100%. That is true. Good night, Joe. It's live soon, right? Yeah, it's going to be at 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern. So it's in the next 14 minutes. So obviously, it might take a little bit just to get launched on there, obviously, but hopefully you'll start seeing some buy orders and stuff on there, and the price will go up. Hi, good morning. Sorry I'm late, but I'm at work. Just had to say what an amazing AMA last night with Shinobi. Super, super happy. Great vibe. Loving this project more and more. Norman Hayes, thanks for tuning in as always. Yeah, it was an amazing. That's probably one of the better AMAs I've ever seen, just because it was bomb after bomb after bomb. And just the team alone. I mean, you can see how appreciative they are for our holders, and holders are so appreciated for the team. And it's just an awesome, awesome vibe, great community, just awesome. I don't know anything about Crypto Vault, but I agree that locking away coins will keep you from profit taking. 100%, 100%. And listen, they say, well, you can use it for your kids. And my kids are in crypto. They're getting reflections. And as soon as Shinobi starts doing their staking, they're going to be staking on there, right? And if it goes crazy, I'm going to take their profits out, invest it in other things, and then just that's how I'm doing their stuff, right? I don't want to lock their stuff like an old school bond, right? I don't want that to happen. 10 a.m. today. Yep, for sure. Tara, great project as well. It really is. I like Tara. Give Tara some time. It's only 2 weeks old. It's only 2 weeks old. You guys, yeah, it's only 2 weeks old. This right here is the first major dip in like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. That is awesome. This project is going to turn a lot of heads, and the holders are only like 6,800 holders. Market cap is what? Only 366 million. Will this hit $1 billion market cap soon? Yep. Will it hit 15,000, 20,000, 50,000 holders soon? Yep. Sure will. Shinobi took 3 months to get 60,000 holders. This thing will be at 60,000 holders in the matter of a couple months, 3 months maybe, right? Like, this will happen. And what's the price going to be when this thing adds another 56, 54, 53, 53,000 holders? It's going to be absolutely crazy. Your analyst on Shinjiro made sense, is what it is. I know, even a blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while. Yeah, the Shinjiro, I mean, I just didn't like it. I didn't like Shinjiro. I didn't like it at the time. It's just that to have a lot of volume right out of the gates with as little followers and people interacting, and it's just strictly a community coin. You would think you'd want a massive, massive community to back you in order to pump it, right? But that, for me personally, that's what I was looking for, and I didn't see it. Was I wrong? I guess I was, right? So I guess I was wrong, 100%. I'll take ownership of that. However, I'm still not going to put my money into it, even if you tell me it's going to 1,000x tomorrow. I don't agree with the project. I don't agree with the community itself. It's just not a huge community for me. Now, Crypto Vault, I might dabble in, even though I don't agree with kind of what they're doing, and I wouldn't put bonds in there. I wouldn't do any of what they offer. I know the people that are going to be in it, and I know the communities that they're in. So the community is what's going to make that jump right out of the gates. Now, is it a long-term investment for me with Crypto Vault? No. And after the AMA, and if they answer my questions, and I feel more comfortable with it, I'm going to invest in it. I'm not going to do the certificate. I'm not going to send any of these. I'm not going to buy their product. I just know the community that's going to be backing this project is going to be very big. And that's what I'll get in on. Terra buyback at 10K holders. There we go. There we go. And we'll be there in the next couple weeks, probably in the next week and a half or so. We'll be at that buyback. Just a heads up. Yeah, I'm gonna look at getting in on this dip then. Today probably I'll get in on this little dip. And at 10K holders, that freaking buyback. And I think at 50K holders as well, they do another buyback. I think that's because they're doing like a couple, right? One's at 10K. I don't think the other one's at 25. I think it's at 50, if I'm right. Which apparently with Shinjiro, I was not right. So ready for the Bitmont launch. Yep, coming up in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Watch me be wrong on that. Right? It is definitely so 10 p.m. Eastern, right? It's 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, right? So 9 minutes. Let's see, because of Bitmart. Halfway to CVT pre-sale, Witty. Yeah, so that pre-sale, did you get in on that pre-sale, Witty? Let's see the pre-sale. I think it's that, yeah, so right here. Pre-sale starts. It's all zeros on here. Obviously, you just got to click it, and then the timer pops up right here. So 4 days left. Wow, yep, a little less than halfway, or a little more than halfway. Yeah, I'm debating on this one. I really am. If anything, I'm going to throw 1 or 2 BNB in it. I'm not going to go absolutely crazy. I'm not throwing a 10 BNB in this thing. I don't know. Because, I mean, look at this right here. You're only getting, what is it, 10 million more by doing the pre-sale. So how significant is that? I mean, it might not be that. What's the supply? 1,000 million, big trillion. It's not that huge. I don't think that's that big of a difference, but obviously you're not going to get that price with all the people that might potentially get in. You might get a lot lower. And do you really want a chance getting like 80, 70, 60, right? So I might throw in 1 or 2 BNB at this. If I agree with the AMA and I want to see who's watching the AMA, who's interacting in the AMA, because for me, I'm just in it for the community that's in it. If that makes sense. Not yet. I think I'm gonna procrastinate. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm not going crazy yet. That's for sure. It's just getting in early. What matters? It is. It really. I mean, look at Terra. I wish I got in Terra on the pre-sale, but instead I got on. So I got on the first day of Terra. I didn't get in at the 5.6. I got in at the 8.8. So that's a perfect example of what happens when you don't get in on a pre-sale, right? You're guaranteed, if you get in the pre-sale, you're guaranteed to get that many coins. You're guaranteed to get that many coins, right? If you get in right at launch and you submit your transaction right as soon as it's done, who knows how far down the line you are of people that beat you to that punch. So you might not get 90. You might get 80, 70, 60, whatever it is, right? You're not going to get 90. That's just the way it is. And I don't think there's any rules on the pre-salers, which I really like. So if there's no rules on the pre-salers selling their whole bag right out of the gates, that is also attractive to me too, because I don't want to be in a vesting period for a week or two. I don't like any of that crap being a pre-saler. I would like if this thing goes up and I 2x, 3x, 5x, I'm going to pull 75% of my bag out, take the profits, leave 25% in to let ride. And call it a day. And that's what I'm looking for on that project. Now, I mean, obviously, hate me or like me because of that. I take profits right out of the gate. That's just what I do. But it is what it is. I just want to get ahead a little. Yep, 100%. I'm going to throw like 2 BNB in there. If I decide to do it today, I'm going to throw 2 BNB in there, which is like what, $800-ish. Hopefully ride that up to, I don't know, 2,500, cash out $2,000, leave 500 in there, done. Like done, $1,200 profit right out of the gates. I would love that. Then have my original investment back to put in something else. That's what I'm looking for. I just told you my strategy. That's my strategy, 100% my strategy. Listen, let's smash that like button. Don't forget that. I definitely appreciate everyone that's on this channel. like, subscribe, check out our crypto squad area. I'm not hoeing myself out at all, but just check out our area and see what we got. We got some cool stuff. We're actually doing a merch store really soon. Our logos are going to be pretty sick. So just go check all that stuff out. You can just join right here if you're interested. If not, totally cool. But like, subscribe. I definitely appreciate every one of you guys. Terra is live on Bitmart now. Trading starts in 4 minutes. 4 minutes for the trading for Terra. Where are we at? Let's go 1 minute. Where are we at? See some buys coming in, maybe. Some buys are coming in. I mean, we got 4 ETH there. These are somewhat small-ish. I'm definitely going to pay attention to this chart today. I'm probably going to put some money in the next little bit. But I definitely like this dip. Get that dip, eat that dip. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. All right. See you later. Take care. Hey, definitely tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Teddy Ganja on this channel. Should be a great time. Come support, ask questions. Let's just have a good, fun night. Have some funny questions, smart ass comments, whatever. Let's have some fun. Tune in, show your support for the Ganja Goons. And I'll see you guys tonight, hopefully. Thank you, everybody. See ya.